What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Rachel, and today we are going to be doing a ColourPop haul of sorts again, because I already filmed this and then I deleted it by accident. So that was very aggravating. On 4th of July, I took some bikini pictures on this camera and I was a little too clicky with that finger. And I thought that this previously recorded footage was already on my desktop, so I deleted it off the camera, and lo and behold, I had not transferred it yet. So this is gonna be a little wonky of an unboxing because I don't have the packaging. Everything that since I already recorded this, everything is out of the original packaging. I don't have the box, I don't have the note it came with. But I did want to share some of these products because, as many of you know that have been following me for a while, I am a huge fan of ColourPop. They've grown so much. I have been an OG of ColourPop since they had like 20,000 followers, and now they're at like 6 or 7 million, something bizarre. And this little product that I have here is like one of the first pieces of makeup I ever actually purchased from ColourPop. So I have some new lippy sticks. And I have some new Super Shock shadows. I always get tongue-tied on those. As many of you know, like, this is my new favorite formula, the pressed shadows, and I almost use these exclusively, but there are some formulas I think that lend better, especially the metallic ones, to the Super Shock formula, which is more of a kind of like, not gel, but kind of like moussey texture. So I do have a couple of those to show you guys, and I do have one pressed pigment. So one pressed pigment, 2 Super Shock shadows, and then 5 new lippies. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I have a horrible tendency to look at the viewfinder, which is like off to the side. So I hid it today, so I'm looking directly at you guys. If that bothers you, it bothers me too when I'm watching YouTube videos, so I'm trying not to do that. I do have my desktop here just so I can kind of see how the makeup is going on. So if you see me looking a little bit below the camera, it's just to kind of adjust my makeup, but for the most part, I'm focused on you guys now. I'm gonna hide the viewfinder from now on because I did notice that's a little distracting. So again, without further ado, ColourPop unboxing, take 2. Again, I don't have any of the packaging. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's so frustrating to film something. It takes like a half an hour to set everything up and sit down and record, only to delete it on yourself. But I'm like, you know what, Rachel? First world problems. That's life. Let's move forward. So I still want to do the ColourPop products because they are some new ones. I'll probably be doing another ColourPop unboxing. I'm thinking soon-ish, because I do want to review the new ColourPop foundation. I am a fan of their, I think it's called No Filter Concealer, and that one, my laundry is so loud, that goes off and scares the you-know-what out of Shelly and I. Like, why does it need to sound like that? So without further ado, I have my little makeup wipes here. We'll go through, I guess we'll do eye products first and then lip products. Actually, let's do lips first. So pretty much what I was wearing earlier today is off my lips, but I will just clear whatever is left. Oh yeah, so I was telling you guys about the, concealer. I'm almost out of the concealer. And I think I want to actually get one shade lighter in the concealer, and I'm going to try the foundation. So let me know if you guys want to see a review. If not, I'll probably just do an unboxing when I get it. So I did take advantage of ColourPop's promo. They had buy one lippy sticks, get one free, and they're already so cheap to begin with. And I was like, that would make these $2.50 each because I think they're $5. So I got a couple of fall shades. I got a bright classic red shade, and then I got my favorite, which is a repeat purchase. You guys have probably seen this in like my yearly favorites if you've been following me for a while. It's called Bound, and I do want to just throw it out there that these lippy sticks, it's probably one of their original formulas, are similar to like a regular lipstick, as opposed to obviously like a liquid lip. However, they come in different formulas. So some are matte, they have matte, then they came out with matte X, which are a little bit more comfortable and long wearing. They also have cream, and they had glossy. I believe the glossy they discontinued. I do have one of their glossy, like a nude glossy shade, and I don't know why they discontinued it, but for whatever reason, they only have like 3 or 4 other finishes now. The matte X, and the cream. So I'm gonna show you Bound first. This is my favorite pink shade of life. The reason why I especially love this color so much, I'll tell you a little bit about it as I put it on, is because when you put this color on and it sits on the lips for like, I would say, like at least 10 minutes, it stains your lips for the rest of the day. It stains them like, not even this color pink, like almost like a reddish pink. It's the coolest thing, and it lasts the rest of the day. This is a super comfortable formula since this is the cream formula, and I just love this shade. I feel like this is a pretty versatile pink and can go with like so many different looks. And again, the staining factor is a huge plus. So this is the shade Bound. I'll leave like all of the shades somewhere here-ish. And yeah, I love this shade. So that's the first one, and this is just a restock for me. I'm always afraid that they're going to discontinue it on me and then I won't have access to it, so I got it back up. And you can already tell like it's starting to stain. It was on for like, what, 30 seconds? So you leave it on for like a little bit and oh my gosh, it is the prettiest pink stain and lasts all day. All right, next I'm gonna put on the shade Weekender. This is their Matte X formula, which I actually really like a lot. And this is just a classic red shade. I actually had, I forget the name of the other red shade. This lip is already coming out really wonky. It's hard to do these with like no lip liner, but I'm doing my best. I had another shade, I forget what the name of it was. It wasn't a Matte X, it was just like a regular matte formula, and I brought it to Vegas with me like a year and a half ago, and I think I lost it on that trip, but I loved that red shade. I wore it all the time. I just think a matte red lip is so classic and beautiful. So that's what this shade looks like. I already feel like just so sexy and empowered. So again, this is called Weekender. I will leave it somewhere here. I probably look so greasy, you guys. It is the hottest in LA since I've been here. I've been here like 2.5 years now. It's 100, ready? 113 degrees. That is an ungodly number. Like, I like the heat and everything. 90s don't bother me, but like 113, that is gross. So again, this is the shade Twiggy from the Matte X formula. And just so you guys know, a little FYI, I'm pretty sure this isn't misinformation on my part, that each of the lippy sticks has a matching lippy pencil. So if you really love a shade, you can get the matching, and I think they're also $5, you can get the matching lip liner, so it'll be like all set. Because it is a little hard, I think, to line your lips with these without a pencil, especially like the darker shades. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about this color. Very orangey brown. That's Twiggy. And the last of the lippy sticks, a lot of people talk about this shade. I think it's called Cookie. It is just a matte formula, and it is like a nude. I would say it falls in the nude family. And I do have one nude that's almost like a little too nude, honestly, for me. I don't like the nudes that like you can't tell you have lipstick on. Like, I want to see where my lips, like the line of my lip is. If it blends in with my skin, it's too nude, or it's like the wrong nude for you. So the other one that I have kind of falls in that category. I either have to be tan for it to look nice or like super pale. If I'm like my normal shade, it's a little too, I think, blendy with my skin. But this cookie one that one was a gloss formula. This cookie shade says it's a matte, and I think this one is going to be a little bit better for me. As you can tell, at least from the mirror, it kind of is coming out like peachy, so at least it looks different than my skin, which I can do. So again, this is the shade Cookie, and I don't know why I didn't mention this before, although I have mentioned it in other videos. All of these lippy sticks have like a very sweet plastic smell to them. Like, I don't know if you guys ever had a Cabbage Patch doll growing up, but I did, and if you smell the doll, it had a very sweet like plastic smell, and that is exactly what these smell like. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It doesn't bother me. It's a sweet scent, but it's not like a lime crime, you know, velveteen, which smells like, you know, vanilla, or like vanilla mint, or like any of these other kind of vanilla cupcakey scents. It's definitely like its own unique thing. So anyway, I'm really into this color, Cookie, and this one, it's weird. It says this is just a matte formula, but I feel like, just from looking in this mirror here, that it has a little sheen to it, which I like. It's not completely flat. So those are the 4 lippy sticks. And then for the big grand finish of lips, I have the super bright color. This ultra matte lip was a ColourPop collab with I think she's a blogger named Alari. I don't know who that is, I don't follow her, but I had one of my first liquid lips from ColourPop, a color called Drive-In. I had 2 similar shades, Drive-In and Lychee. Lychee is a little bit darker than this, but Drive-In, I'm pretty much convinced is this shade, like repackaged, because they, what's the word, retired Drive-In, and then sometime later this color mysteriously pops up and looks very similar in my opinion. So anyway, I was obsessed with that color, and I was like, this looks really close. This one is a little bit darker, I think, than Drive-In. Drive-In is like a little more pink, but I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty close. And I love this shade. Especially for summer, oh my gosh. And this dries like super, super matte. There are some satin finishes and other finishes. This color is called Yoshi. So I'm gonna let it dry down, and while it's drying down, I will take off my eye makeup so I can do the last 3 shadows. But I don't know how you guys feel about this color, but I am super into it. I think it looks so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the 2 Super Shocks first, because the other shade that I have is a really warm chocolate brown, and once I put that on, I feel like it kind of stains my lids for a little bit until I do like a very thorough cleaning. So I thought we would just show you guys the 2 finishes of these Super Shock shadows, and then I'll finish with the last press shadow, which again is a lot deeper than these 2. Okay, so I got off my eyeshadow to the best of my ability. Now these 2, I had like a similar color to this. This is the shade Lightning Bug, and I forget what the other shade that I ran out of was called, but I loved it so much and I wanted to get something similar, and I'm like, do you want to get the same color or try something very close? So I ended up getting Lightning Bug. As you can tell, woo, it literally is glowing like a lightning bug. I love this so much. I feel like this is such a pretty warm shade, like, whoa. Such a pretty warm shade. I can wear this with literally just like mascara and a gloss, and it looks so pretty. All of the little reflex in it pick up in the light, and it looks like super, super beautiful. I feel like you can pair this and just put this as a pop on the lid and then do something deeper in the crease, or you can just wear it like this all over the lid. But it's just stunning. Like, there's nothing like this formula. For $5, you guys, like, this is incredible. So I picked this up because it, you know, kind of reminded me of the other color. And then another crowd pleaser was this shade that I had called Millionaire. And I loved Millionaire so much. I wore it in like one of my Christmas videos, and everybody was asking like, what's on your eyes? They look so pretty. But as you can tell, I don't want to get too close. Millionaire is not well. It broke into like a zillion pieces, and I can still kind of manage with my finger, but it got so messy that I'm like, I'm just gonna order a new one for $5. So, and also the other thing I wanted to mention about this formula is they do dry out. I mean, especially I've had some of these ColourPop shadows for like years. Make sure you tighten them up really well to hold the moisture, because they will dry out on you and they'll crumble and just be like harder to apply and messy, and you don't want that, especially for the Super Shock. You want them to be as soft and pliable as possible. So the other shade that I have, Millionaire, is more of like a beigey. It's like a gold, but like a deep gold, and has some like beigey undertone. So once I put it on, you'll see the difference between the two lids. And again, this is so pretty. I think I had put this on my lid and then smoked out like the crease, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, your lids are glistening, like what is on them? And this was it. It was Millionaire. So super warm, more cool toned, but I am equally obsessed with both of them. And just like a really easy formula to work with, and blends really pretty. Super into it. Okay, and then for the final piece, you guys know I love the pressed shadows, so I just decided to get like, what was missing from my collection was just like a really warm chocolatey color. This is more like, I would say like a burgundy, and then this is more like a purple, so I definitely was missing a chocolate, and as you can tell, this is more of like a warmer tone chocolate. But instead of taking off these two, I'm gonna just see how it looks blended in the crease, so you guys will still kind of get like a vibe for the color, and then we can actually see how it works with the Super Shocks. So I'm just gonna tap into this. Some of these Super Shocks are, some of the pressed shadows are a little bit more dry than other formulas. This one is, I could just tell, a little more dry because I'm getting a lot of, what do you call it? I'm getting a lot of kickback, and so spraying your brush will definitely help with kickback, so that it blends a little bit better, but you can kind of just get a feel for the shade. And actually this color works well with both shades. But if I were to do this like as a look, I go in with my deeper color first and really work this into the crease and blend it, and then I would put on the Super Shock, because otherwise you'll see that like it's gone over the Super Shock color and hides it. So I would kind of go back over this so that you get more of that color. So anyway, that is pretty much it. Just wanted to show you a couple new eyeshadows and a couple of new lip choices that I'll be playing with. If you guys are interested in seeing like a full face of ColourPop, let me know, because once I have the foundation, I'll have the concealer, I'll have eyeshadows, I have highlighters, I have a bronzer. It's probably pretty dried up, but I have a bronzer, and I have tons and tons and tons of lip choices. I think like I have, and I threw out a bunch that were older and kind of like separating, but I think I have like 10 liquid lips and like 15 of the lippy sticks, because they're like my favorite and I can't help myself. So let me know if you guys want to see the full face. I can definitely record that and do something fun. I was even thinking about, you guys tell me what you think of this, like a warm and cool toned look, like half a face of warm toned and half a face of cool tone, just for like comparison's sake. I thought that'd be fun. I saw Belle Jordan do it on her channel, and I was like, I'm gonna keep that as It's an idea. So anyway, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, oh my goodness, we are 20 minutes and change. We'll have to see if I could edit some of this down, but in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like or thumbs up. Is it like? Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And if not, thanks at least for stopping in, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Thank you.